celebrations. We're also seeing the ACP as well as the inspector having a talk over here and discussing about the strategy just in case if groups go on and come here and create a ruckus, how to go on and stop them. So the ACP himself is personally monitoring all the security. We're also seeing the police constables along with the sub-inspectors and various inspectors from across 8 to 10 police stations who have already been deployed over here, and the deployment arrangement is being made since since last night. Once the decision of the Palike came out, the cops have been on their toes and trying to make sure that there is no sort of untoward incident which will happen, and are taking all the necessary precautions so that the celebrations go on peacefully. And more of, if you're looking at the entire incident from a political perspective now, it is quite surprising that the mayor who is from the BJP has gone on to give permission for the celebration of Tipu Jayanti celebrations, and meanwhile the Congress surprisingly has gone on to oppose the celebrations over here, saying that it will cause unrest in this area along with many other opposition parties too. So it has been primarily BJP who have given the permission here, and now this has become a bone of contention ahead of the 2023 elections. And meanwhile, coming to the AIMIM, they have been divided over here into two factions. One with the district president Nazir Ahmad going on to say that the celebration should not be conducted here, and the other with the local leader Mr. Guntral going on to say that it will be conducted here, and he's given a call for all the AIMIM cadres not only in Hubbali but also from across the entire district to come here in large numbers so that they can celebrate Tipu Jayanti. So more than the entire issue being a tension, it's turned out to be a political blame game, a political warfare, and late night drama also ensured in the Hubbali Dharwad Municipal Corporation, and only between 8 to 8:30 the order was passed, and the police have already given permission, but they have also warned that if there is any sort of untoward incident, it will be immediately cancelled and all of them will be sent back and they will also be taken into custody.
Now, also give us a sense of the number of events, Prajwal, that are lined up here today, because we are given to understand that it's not just Tipu Jayanti, but other events that will also perhaps be celebrated here. So in that sense, obviously there's going to be considerable amount of tension there.
Absolutely. Every time that there is an event which will be celebrated here, there will obviously be tension. And it is also now being understood that apart from Tipu Jayanti, permissions have been given for Kanaka Jayanti as well as Obava Jayanti, and also other functions from various religions as well. So on this note, we'll quickly take a short break. But on the other side, more updates and news only on Republic. Stay tuned.
आपने अपनी शुगर चेक की क्या?
आपने शुगर चेक की क्या?
A simple sugar test can save you from diabetes-related complications. This World Diabetes Day, take a pledge to check your sugar and beat diabetes with Beto.
Get your diabetes care program with a free Beto glucometer. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
Job seekers are on the roads demanding their rights, demanding their jobs. However, the police is using all means to stop all these protests, and they are using force at one hand. They are detaining these students. For now, prime aim of the police is to remove these job seekers and protesters from all these locations where they are protesting.
The Enforcement Directorate is conducting raids of a TRS BC Welfare and Civil Supplies Minister, Gangula Kamalakar.
The streets of Kolkata, job seekers protesting and police detaining the job seekers.
Another incident of Hindu insult by Congress came to light in Chhattisgarh. A mayor from the party, Hema Deshmukh, was present at a mass conversion event.
The BJP Yuva Morcha protest against Satish Jarkiholi in Bengaluru.
Thane police is sending notice to NCPs Jitendra Awad, and some action could be taken soon as well. Border security forces shoot down Pakistan drone in Firozpur.
Two people have been arrested in connection with the ex-IB officer Kulkarni's murder, seeming like an accident, but before the investigation has revealed that it is a murder.
Mr. Sisodia now returning the Ghazipur landfill site and he has inspected the entire area. The earthquake hit Nepal. These tremors have also been felt in the state of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh as well. Noida was also shook.
Job seekers are on the roads.
Here's a look at the big international news stories. The Wisconsin Election Commission Administrator Megan Wolf said that the midterm election went very smoothly after polls closed in the state. The Pennsylvania Democrat John Fetterman has defeated Republican Mehmet Oz to flip a highly competitive Senate seat and sustain Democratic hopes of maintaining control of the upper chamber. In his winning campaign, Fetterman told supporters that the campaign has always been about fighting for everyone. You are watching Republic TV. We slip into a very short break. On the other side, lots more coming up, including Himachal poll campaigning reaches a fever pitch as the Congress, the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party hold mega rallies across the state on the last day of campaigning. And as Himachal enters its final day of campaigning, largest Republic crew on ground for non-stop coverage.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Two people have been arrested in connection with the ex-IB officer Kulkarni's murder, seeming like an accident, but before the investigation has revealed that it is a murder.
Mr. Sisodia now returning the Ghazipur landfill site and he has inspected the entire area. The earthquake hit Nepal. These tremors have also been felt in the state of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh as well. Noida was also shook.
Job seekers are on the roads demanding their rights, demanding their jobs. However, the police is using all means to stop all these protests and they are using force at one hand. They are detaining these students. For now, prime aim of the police is to remove these job seekers and protesters from all these locations where they are protesting.
The Enforcement Directorate is conducting raids of a TRS BC Welfare and Civil Supplies Minister, Gangula Kamalakar.
The streets of Kolkata, job seekers protesting and police detaining the job seekers.
Another incident of Hindu insult by Congress came to light in Chhattisgarh. A mayor from the party, Idgah, was present at a mass conversion event.
The BJP Yuva Morcha protest against Satish Jarkiholi in Bengaluru.
Thane police is sending notice to NCPs Jitendra and some action could be taken soon as well. Border security forces shoot down Pakistan drone in Firozpur.
Two people have been arrested in connection with the ex-IB officer Kulkarni's murder, seeming like an accident, but before the investigation has revealed that it is a murder.
Mr. Sisodia now returning the Ghazipur landfill site and he has inspected the entire area. The earthquake hit Nepal. These tremors have also been felt in the state of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh as well. Noida was also shook.
The news breaks. The controversies.
सारे जो अपशब्द इस्तेमाल किए हैं उसके बारे में क्या?
सर, आप गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री हैं, आप जानना चाहती है जनता कि इतने लोगों की मौत हो गई है सर, लेकिन
मनीष जी, आपको समन किया जा रहा है। सर, you want to say something?
The channel for elections. December 8 with Arnab.
The headlines at this hour. Himachal poll campaigning reaches fever pitch as the Congress, the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party are holding mega rallies across the state today on the last day of campaigning. As Himachal Pradesh enters into the final campaigning day, largest Republic crew on ground for non-stop coverage. Mega ED crackdown in Liquor Gate. ED arrests 2 more accused. National Investigation Agency NIA raids across Tamil Nadu in connection with Coimbatore blast. Raids underway at 45 locations. Conman Sukesh writes a 5th letter to Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, alleges threat inside jail by the Aam Aadmi Party. An election set to take place in 2 states. Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah attend BJP CEC meeting to finalize candidates for the Gujarat elections. Hello and welcome. You're watching live and breaking here on Republic, and breaking news coming in now from New Delhi. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, even in the face of big action being taken in Liquor Gate, he has filed an affidavit in the top court. That's the news just breaking right now, as big action is being taken by the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI in the Liquor Gate scam. Now, prime accused Manish Sisodia, Deputy Chief Minister, has filed an affidavit before the Supreme Court. And joining us now for this is our correspondent Piyush Mishra. Piyush, give us the latest details about the filing of this affidavit, even as there's big action on the other side in the Liquor Gate scam. More arrests we hear. Tell us all. So Manish Sisodia has filed an affidavit in the top court. This is a copy of the affidavit. This is the affidavit that he has filed in the Supreme Court. It's the latest detail that's emerging as far latest development in the Liquor Gate scam, in which Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia is one of the prime accused. And to tell us more about this affidavit and its details, we have with us our correspondent Piyush Mishra, who's covering the story. Piyush, it's over to you.
Well, certainly, Rukma, there is a war of words which is now going on between BJP and Aam Aadmi Party. Now, what we are given to understand is that Manish Sisodia has filed affidavit in court where he is now saying that soon after the appointment of VK Saxena, the bureaucrats, the officers have now stopped coming to meetings. Joining me right now is BJP's national spokesperson RP Singh. Let me try to understand from him about this move which has now been initiated by Manish Sisodia. So now, Manish Sisodia is saying that officers have stopped coming in the meetings. Nothing is happening, and this is happening soon after the appointment of VK Saxena as Delhi LG. How do you see this?
Well, this is all propaganda. This is all falsehood. There's a proper way of calling officers, and every officers come for their meetings. But if they can't run their government, then they should quit and go away. If you can't tackle with the bureaucracy, then it's your problem. You can't point finger to the LG for that regard. Fact is that every officer work as per the norms. If you want to vitiate the norm and push the officer to do something which is not as per the norm, he'll put his remarks on it and then try to avoid you, or he'll put an official remark on it. But
I'm reading from the pointers which we have accessed where Manish Sisodia in his affidavit is saying that officials have stopped taking calls of ministers. Officials are either delaying or not at all supplying the files concerning the departments to the ministers. He is also saying that frequent transfers of heads of various departments have left large gaps in policy implementation of the government. He is basically blaming all the officers there and specifically to the Delhi LG. How do you see this? And earlier also we have seen Aam Aadmi Party mounting pressure, mounting attack on Delhi LG. How do you see this, sir?
This is all to divert people's attention from the excise thing which is happening. This scam which they have done in excise. In that also, the officer, the chief secretary, refused to accept their demand. The chief secretary didn't went by them. He raised a red flag then. And it's all to pressurize the officer that you can't raise a red flag once even if you are wrong. So officer will only abide by what is, or will only follow the norm which is as per the constitution.
So that's the word coming in from Delhi national spokesperson of BJP, RP Singh, where he is now coming out and saying that this is being done only and only to divert the attention of people from the issue of Delhi's excise policy. Remember that today itself, Rukma, 2 fresh arrests have been made by Enforcement Directorate. In fact, ED is probing the money laundering case based on CBI case, and earlier had arrested Samir Mahindru and a few other people. Now a few fresh arrests have been made by Enforcement Directorate. We'll have to wait and watch to how the investigation is further going to take place. But yes, BJP is going to up the ante. We also got a reaction from BJP on Manish Sisodia's affidavit, where BJP is now slamming Manish Sisodia and saying that this is nothing but another diversion tactic of Aam Aadmi Party. Rukma.
Right, Piyush, well, stay on that story. We'll be back with you later in the day for more. So, big development. Manish Sisodia now on an administrative matter, complaining against bureaucrats whom he says ever since LG Vinay Saxena has been appointed as the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, bureaucrats have stopped coming to meetings and in fact coming to other allegations as well. And an affidavit in this regard is filed in the Supreme Court. Moving on now to election news, as election fever grips 2 states in particular with the stage set for assembly elections. It's the last day of campaigning in Himachal Pradesh. Let's take a look at how parties are going all out to woo their voters as their star campaigners descend on the hill state.
Power-packed rallies, battle lines drawn. It's the last day of campaigning in the hilly state of Himachal Pradesh. After Prime Minister Modi's power-packed rallies yesterday, BJP is leaving no stone unturned to rope in its star campaigners to make an indelible impression upon the voters. Today, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, BJP President JP Nadda and Union Ministers Anurag Thakur and Smriti Irani are all set to sway the masses on the last day of campaigning. And while there has been some last-minute hiccups in the Congress camp, with 26 leaders reportedly jumping ship to the BJP at the 11th hour, the party seems to be unfazed. While Party General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is expected to lead the pack at Sarmar and take part in door-to-door campaigning in the state's capital, the Congress is organising Vijay Ashirwad rallies in all 68 assembly segments in Himachal Pradesh on the last day of campaigning. Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party is all set to show who's boss, with the list of 68 candidates being released for tomorrow's election. Going by the exit polls, according to PMark, BJP is expected to win anywhere between 37 to 45 seats, while the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party are expected to settle for 22 to 28 seats and 0 to 1 seats respectively. Other parties and independents are cumulatively expected to win 1 to 4 seats. As Himachal poll campaigning reaches fever pitch,
और उन्होंने हिमाचल का बुरा करने का काम किया। वो कहावत है ना, चल दे घराटा मंज गट्टा पाना। कांग्रेस भी हिमाचल में विकास के घराट की चक्की को रोकना चाहती है, इसलिए वो पुराना राजनीतिक रिवाज बनाए रखना चाहती है।
यहां सबको बीजेपी सरकार बेवकूफ बना सकती है, लेकिन हिमाचल के लोगों को कभी बेवकूफ बना नहीं सकती। अरे यहाँ तो पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं, देश के लिए लड़ने वाले लोग हैं।
All eyes are on election day. Will the BJP retain power? Will the Congress pull the rug under the BJP? Or can Aam Aadmi Party make a dent? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And joining me now is our editor, Political Affairs, Aishwarya Kapoor. And also we have with us our correspondent who's there on the ground in Himachal Pradesh, Amandeep. A very good morning to both of you. It's the last day of campaigning. Coming across to you, Aishwarya, first of all. Give us more deeper insights into how it looks on the ground now. Here in New Delhi, we are looking at, the fact that parties in the fray are leaving no stone unturned, to woo voters. But what's it like on the ground there?
Well, absolutely. Last day of the political campaign. Well, last day of the political campaign for the hilly state of Himachal Pradesh. BJP is putting in their every leader, from Prime Minister to Home Minister to UP Chief Minister to Anurag Thakur, the son of the soil as he's called there. The man has been here for the last 20 days, in and out, and today he is holding 7 rallies. We are going to be with him, shoulder to shoulder, getting all the details. We have the Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, coming in within the next few minutes. We are going to get you that exclusive as well. So all of that is happening. BJP understands this time it's not that easy for them. Hilly state has a tendency of changing governance, but the Prime Minister has said that wo purani parampara ab Himachal ki badlenge. That means he's saying that BJP needs to continue. We are right now here at the Circuit House of Shimla. We are going to go on a campaign trail with the Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Anurag Thakur, today. But as I said, Prime Minister himself, BJP National President Jagat Prakash Nadda, Home Minister Amit Shah, you name it, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and then so on, so forth. So the complete battery of leaders of the BJP are not even giving a space, even on the last day. Smriti Irani is directly going to Spiti. So they are not leaving out any district of Himachal Pradesh, even on the last day. That's how important it is for the BJP to be victorious yet again in Himachal Pradesh. Because as I said, the tendency of the hilly states has been, but we've seen how they changed it in Uttarakhand. BJP repeated Dhami even despite the Chief Minister losing. So the BJP exactly wants to repeat that in Himachal Pradesh. They want that they should be victorious again. Within the next few minutes, we are going to get you the first exclusive interview of the Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Anurag Thakur. And I'm just handing it over back to the studios while we get that interview for you now.
Right, Aishwarya. Well, stay with us. We'll be coming back definitely, and our viewers waiting and watching for that interview. We also have with us Amandeep. Amandeep, you've been there for some time now, and how do you see this particular battle in for the assembly elections for these 68 seats? How do you see this battle panning out?
Well, Rukman, the point is that this time people of Himachal Pradesh has already made their mind to break down the trend of change in government after every 5 years. And this turning point came after the BJP has launched their own manifesto and a separate manifesto for the women. And just because this time BJP is completely concentrating on the women voters and they are claiming that women will be the game changer in the Himachal Pradesh elections. Just because Congress is leveling several allegations against BJP. They are saying they have done corruption, they don't know how to run the economy, they don't know how to manage the finance in Himachal Pradesh. And in fact, the last point and the main agenda of the Congress party is that every time, after every 5 years, the people of Himachal change the government after BJP, after Congress, after BJP. This is how the turns goes on. But this time, the things has been turning turtle just because the people of Himachal Pradesh had turned up to break down this trend, that change of government after every 5 years. And even the BJP leaders are on the ground since last 2 months, and even all the union ministers have visited Himachal Pradesh and in fact intensively campaigning on the ground from Lahaul Spiti to Shimla, from Kangra to Chamba. This is how they are covering the entire Himachal Pradesh in a very extensive manner. Samriti Irani was campaigning in Lahaul Spiti on the last day, and even Nirmala Sitharaman is going to address a press conference in Shimla. Later on she will be also addressing the rallies. CM Jayaram Thakur addressing a press conference in the morning, and later he will go to the Rampur and other constituencies, and by the evening he will be settled down in Mandi just because it was the home constituency. JP Nadda would be in Bilaspur. Anurag Thakur is campaigning extensively in the different parts, and even Amit Shah will be in Palampur, and Yogi Adityanath would be in Kangra, Dharamshala and different constituencies. And even this is how the BJP is turning up on the last day, just because today by 5 p.m. the campaign is going to end, and even the BJP has somewhere down the line actually encashed their manifesto that was launched by the BJP with a certain promises, UCC and even 33% reservation for the jobs for women and certain other promises that has been made by the BJP. So this is how. But the Congress is also taking up this issue that OPS is not being restored. They have brought Rajasthan Chief Minister here to hold a press conference regarding the OPS. They are taking the OPS one of the major agenda, but BJP is saying if OPS is possible, old pension scheme is possible to be restored, it is only can be done by the BJP, just because BJP knows how to manage the finance and bringing back old pension scheme to the employees of the Himachal. So this is how the entire campaign and the entire politics in the Himachal Pradesh is turning up. But today is a final day of the campaign. BJP is coming up with the full force. The day will be unfolded with a lot of interesting campaigns and a lot of big faces on the grounds of this Himachal Pradesh, and by the evening this campaign will be ending, and on 12th of November everyone is going to vote, just because the leaders are going to those areas also which were completely disconnected in the Himachal Pradesh, where the roads are very difficult to travel, and in fact they are not leaving any stone unturned. But Congress is repeating their line that every time people of Himachal are in a trend to change the government after every 5 years, and BJP is pressing their full force just because three main leaders are from the Himachal Pradesh. Anurag Thakur going to vote in Samirpur in Hamirpur constituency. Jagat Prakash Nadda, BJP national president, is going to vote in the Bilaspur. They both are basically the natives of Himachal Pradesh. They know inside out of Himachal Pradesh. They know what is the strength of Himachal Pradesh and how they can empower the people in Himachal Pradesh. And even Jairam Thakur would be voting in Mandi just because his constituency is Siraj in Mandi district. So this is how the entire things would be turning up. But very interesting day, Rukma, is going to unfold it today. We are going to follow the campaigns, as our political editor said, the Aishwarya Kapoor, that he will be with Anurag Thakur and certain other leaders, and in fact the political campaign will be completely followed by Republic TV today. No single campaign will be missed on Republic Today, just because this is very interesting day. Both the parties has pressed their full force on the last day. Yes, Rukma.
Right, Amandeep, a very interesting day, and well, all parties in the fray. Clearly, no party can take anything for granted as far as Himachal Pradesh is concerned. Even, well, when we look at 68 seats in the fray, what about chief ministerial faces? What about the Congress? Is there any face that they have presented as the chief ministerial candidate? And what about the Aam Aadmi Party as well?
Well, Rukma, if we talk about the Aam Aadmi Party, that has completely wiped out from Himachal Pradesh, and even the leadership of the Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal and certain other leaders, they have already surrendered Aam Aadmi Party and Himachal Pradesh state. They are not focusing on it. And if we talk about the CM candidate of Congress Party, there is a huge tussle inside the party. Even the Congress Party is taking the claim on Sukhwinder Sukhu, who is also contesting the election. But on the other side, late Veerbhadra's family is also claiming that how come the CM seat go out from the family. Vikramaditya is contesting the election from the Shimla rural. He's the son of Veerbhadra Singh, former chief minister of Congress Party. And in fact, the Pratibha Singh, who is a state president of Congress Party in Himachal. But they have not cleared the air who would be the face of chief minister. They have not announced it formally. They have not given any kind of indication. So basically, they are adopting the formula that they have given the seats to each leader. There are three CM faces are contesting and staking the claim. Vikramaditya, Sukhwinder Sukhu and Mukesh Agnihotri. These are the three faces, and basically the Congress has told them that whosoever bring maximum number of MLAs, he would be the chief minister from the side of the Congress Party. So they are not very much clear. So basically they are putting the difference among the leaders as well. Every single leader of the CM phase are pushing to get more and more MLAs from their own constituencies and areas. Just because when they have distributed the tickets, and even that ticket allotment was done according to the reference of these three leaders, and whosoever will bring maximum seats, that would be considered as a chief minister. This is how the Congress is turning up. Yes, Rukma.
Right, Amandeep. Well, very interesting. Not just the contest, the campaigning as well, and the strategies of different parties. Amandeep, stay on that story. We'll be back with you for more. Meanwhile, it's time now to slip into a very short break. But coming up here on Republic, an exclusive interview with BJP's star campaigner and Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting in Himachal Pradesh with our political affairs editor, Aishwarya Kapoor. Anurag Thakur speaking with Aishwarya Kapoor in a short while from now. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है.
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Veto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special this Saturday and Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
The BJP Yuva Morcha protest against Satish Jarkiholi in Bengaluru.
Thane police is sending notice to NCPs. Jitendra and some action could be taken soon as well. Border security forces shoot down Pakistan drone in Firozpur.
Two people have been arrested in connection with the ex-IB officer Kulkarni's murder, seeming like an accident, but before the investigation has revealed that it is a murder.
Mr. Sisodia now returning the Ghazipur landfill site, and he has inspected the entire area. The earthquake hit Nepal. These tremors have also been felt in the state of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh as well. Noida was also shook.
Job seekers are on the roads demanding their rights, demanding their jobs. However, the police is using all means to stop all these protests, and they are using force at one hand. They are detaining these students. For now, prime aim of the police is to remove these job seekers and protesters from all these locations where they are protesting.
The Enforcement Directorate is conducting raids of a TRS BC Welfare and Civil Supplies Minister, Gangula Kamalakar.
The streets of Kolkata, job seekers protesting and police detaining the job seekers.
Another incident of Hindu insult by Congress came to light in Chhattisgarh. Mayor